Hello dear students. Now I am going to make a series of videos on the topics of physical education. I have picked up the first chapter of class 11th physical education. In class 11th physical education, the first chapter's name is The Changing Trend in Physical Education and its Career. So the first topic is to understand what physical education is. The word physical education is defined by Charles A Bucher. Although we write Charles, Charles A Bucher is written as Bucher, but it is pronounced as Boucher because he was from France, and in French language what we write is not what we pronounce. So his name is Charles A Bucher. He defines physical education as an integral part of education in which we aim at development of mind, body and physical well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being and social well-being. So if all these things are taken into consideration, then we call that education as physical education. So if we are asked to define what physical education is, so physical education is the part of education which takes care of mental well-being, physical well-being, emotional well-being and social well-being. So physical education is what? Physical education is a part of education which deals with physical well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being and social well-being. So in short we can write that. After that, the next topic is aims and objectives of physical education. Obviously, the aims of physical education will be first that you have to have a good physique, so physical development. After that, neuromuscular development, means nerves and muscles should be strong, even the bones also, but as per your book in the point is there that neuromuscular strength has to be there. So physical education should be such that neuromuscular strength is developed, overall physique is developed, physical development, first point. Second point is neuromuscular development. Third point is mental development. Fourth point is social development. Fifth point is emotional development. Sixth point is overall development of the health and intellectual and personality development. Intellectual means you should be able to think in a critical manner, you should be creative, you should be able to communicate, you should be able to calculate, you should be able to interpret. If you are able to do all these, then you are intellectual. And personality development. As a person, you should be a good character. Means you should be able to carry yourself well, you should speak well, you should know how to talk, you should know how to communicate, you should know how to convince. All these skills if you have, then you have a overall good personality, and this also comes in the purview of physical education. Now after independence, to continue with the physical education in our country, a few organizations were set up. The first organization was set up after 15th of August 1947 was in 1950. It was done under the presidency of Dr. Tarachand. The name of the organization was CABPR. The full form of that is Central Advisory Board, CAB, Central Advisory Board of Physical Education and Recreation. Central Advisory Board of Physical Education and Recreation. It was established in the year 1950 under the presidency of Dr. Tarachand. Next topic or the next organization is All India Council for Sports, and the third organization is Netaji Subhas National Institute of Sports, and nowadays the organization which is more prominent and more functional is Sports Authority of India. Sports Authority of India takes care of the participation and selection of the students pan India and organizes various district level, state level and national level matches. Now what is the meaning of integrated physical education? Physical education has to be integrated. It means that it should not be a compartmentalized subject. It should not be an individual subject. It should be linked with other subjects also. Like whenever we learn mathematics, then the measurement of physical education has to be linked with that. Whenever we study biology, then the anatomy and physiology can be linked with that. Whenever we study about moral science, then the emotional and social skills should be linked with that. So when we link social science with physical education, mathematics with physical education, science with physical education, physics with kinesiology, physiology, then we call that it is integrated physical education. The next important point of this chapter is adaptive physical education. Adaptive physical education means the people, those who are specially abled, like those who are able to see very nicely but cannot hear, those who are able to walk very nicely but cannot write with hand, those who do not have the hand, those who are able to write or draw very properly but cannot run, they do not have leg, those children or the people, those who are specially abled, for that special Olympic games are organized. So when we take care of such kind of people, those who are able to play or in a different manner when they are given certain facilities, then we call it as adaptive physical education. So in short, what we can say, adaptive physical education means adapting or including these specially abled people to take part in the physical education based activities. So for this, there is one topic called as Special Olympic Bharat. So Special Olympic Bharat is an organization. It takes care about the Special Olympic for the specially abled people. Now, what are the different career options in physical education? The first thing is teaching, what I am doing right now. You can teach physical education at various level of the school, from elementary level, primary level, middle level, and even in senior level colleges and universities. So these are the different levels of career and teaching in the field of physical education. Next is, you can also take up a coaching career, like your coaches, those who prepare you for martial arts. So they are coaches of a particular subject. So they can make you specialize in a particular subject. And as a coach, you can become an administrator of a particular coaching center where a particular coach, particular kind of sports is taught. Like you can take the example of any cricket academy. You can also be an officer in physical education department, in sports department. You can also be an officer, a sports officer in industrial recreation, like in the gym or in the club. You can also become a manager of sports facility management. Then you can also work in hospital too as a patient service executive, in health club and in athletic training. Then you can also become a performance related career person, in which you can pick up the work of assessing the physical ability of various professionals at a particular age. So you can run various assessment programs and you can give them a report card how their physical health is. You can become officials, like you can become referee, you can become judge, you can become an observer, you can become a selector. So there are various official positions also in which you can go with physical education. Parallel to that, you might have seen physical education based activities like sports in television, and also have read about it in the newspaper. So these are done by special people or people those who are good in physical education, as well as they can also take part in video shooting, anchoring, speaking, writing. So if they can apply mass communication, the skills of mass communication with their knowledge of physical education, then they can become a commentator, they can become an anchor, they can become a video maker, they can become a documentary maker. So there are n number of options in the career in physical education. And with this, the chapter ends. I will be giving you the notes alongside whatever I am saying just now, because what I say I write and what I write I say. Thank you.